few minutes behind schedule today. Um, things just kind of happen. One thing leads to another, and the next thing you know, you're running around like some type of crazy person. Okay, so that being said, today we're going to cover form building. Now, form building is, I just can't even tell you how important it is. It's one of those things that you're really going to need to know how to do, um, for a couple of different reasons. So the main reason to building forms is in case you have a website where you want those forms to go. Um, the particular service or site hosting, whatever you want to call it, that is hosting your site may be great for integrating with other mailers, but let's say it doesn't integrate with LeadsLeap. Well, that's where the LeadsLeap form builder comes in. Now, next Thursday, I want to go over the pop-up builder, but today I just want to keep it mainly on the forms. Oops, sorry about that. I hit that stupid thing and it makes a ringing sound. Okay, so there we go. All right, so if you lately I've been using traffic leads to income cash mailer as an example. Today I'm going to use a different example, a website. Now, this is a website I'm currently working on. It's not really ready for release. Um, but on the home page, I think at the bottom of the page, I would like an inline form. And that's basically the form where the two things are side by side together with each other. Email and what you call it. All right, so let's go ahead and do a share code because I'm starting to trip over my own words. Not share code, share screen. I got share code on the brain today. All right, so all of these say inline forms. That's hilarious. All right. Yeah, no, that's not. They mean something differently than what I mean by it. So let's look at the tutorial. That's the cool thing about LeadsLeap is whenever you're not sure about a feature, they have a tutorial that you can just, read. Now, form, pop up, yes or no. What's the difference? How do I use a form instead of a page? How do I create a form / pop up? So today we're just going to concentrate on the forms because we want to keep this short and sweet. So I'm going to add a new campaign. I'm going to call this Form Building 101 because that's the name of today. Okay, we're going to add that. And once that's been added, Form Building 101, which by the way, this here, you can go ahead and change the name of this whenever you want. So don't be stuck on trying to pick the different name, the best name for it, because you can always change it later. So we're going to add a new form to start. And then we're going to add a new form. We're going to start from the beginning. Okay, we're going to start from scratch. Now, the cool thing here is we can launch the editor, but first, let's go ahead and rename this form. So we're going to call it inline website. Okay, because I'm going to put it on websites and the two things are going to be side by side. We're going to launch the editor. So simple. Now, here's the cool thing. If it's going to be a pop-up form, we would jump up here and we would pick the different types of pop-up form that it's going to be. Okay, but today we're just going to work on the inline form, and we're just going to use the HTML form, the raw HTML code. This JavaScript is great. If you're using a hosting service where you can just pop in some JavaScript in there, or if you coded the site yourself and you know how to integrate JavaScript, then by all means use the JavaScript form. Okay. Because it can be everything. It can be animated, tracked, and modified remotely. The raw HTML code, animation, tracking, and remote editing are not possible. So just kind of, keep that in your head. And the remote editing that's not possible, what that means is whenever you make a change here in the HTML form, you're going to want to copy the code and then paste it into wherever you have that form. So, and this is the one we're going to use today. The JavaScript form, both of these forms work pretty much the same as far as how you build it. The main difference is the code you get at the end and what the form is capable of doing, okay? So here we go. So we picked the type form. Now we're going to choose a template. Okay. So all these templates are wrong for me because they're stacked one on top of each other. And I want them side by side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the simple form. Okay. I would probably choose the simple form for almost everything. These other forms are great, but they look more like they'd be better for a pop-up form than for just a simple form that lays on a page. And we'll do this right now. Okay, so, and don't forget, we got to choose a list manager. So I'm going to use Zensteed because that's where I do my stuff. My business is the one we do for that type of thing. And then the redirect. Now, here's the thing. The form is going to copy or it's going to capture their name and email address on the front end. Okay. But after they go ahead and opt in, that means you now have their attention. You might want to give them a redirect URL. Okay. Now, for me, what would that redirect be? New tab to the right. Actually, I should have went to the left. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're just going to duplicate. Page manager. And I'm just going to pick a page, the funnel building page. Here we go. Copy that. Now, when we get done with this, I'll have the share code available for this for you. In case you want to go ahead and build it. So be sure to change both the list. You want to change this and this to your own. Otherwise, what will happen is you'll take the share code, you'll put it in, you won't change these two items. The email names and emails will come to me and they will get my pop-up page instead of yours. So just kind of keep that in mind. You're going to want to make those changes. And after every time I make a change, I come over here and I hit save. And when it's saved successfully, it tells me up here in a little message. All right, now that that's done, now it's time to do a little changing, a little creating. All right. So I'm just going to, you see the little box here? So I'm just going to pull this out a bit. There we go. Out that way a little bit. People could, okay, good. All right. Well, not good. Forget about it. Okay, I'm going to pull out a little bit more. Now I'm going to go name. Move that right up here. And I'm going to move this right up here. A little bit. And then get it now. Could be right there. Actually, pull this down. And if I hold, no, that's not working. Okay. What about shift? Hold shift. No. All right. So I'm just going to drag this down a bit. Drag this down. Because because I want to put a little bit of text on top. You don't have to put text. You can get rid of the text. You just pull the box down, up and down to tighten it up on the borders. Like I'm going to do right here. So I'm just going to pull this up. So it's a little tighter there. And then here, I'm just going to go add a new text element up here. And it's going to add the new text element. I'm going to type. Oh, here we go. Don't try to type in here. Okay. Type all your stuff over here in this box here. So we're going to make this bold. I already know I want it bold right now. And everything else on the form is Roboto. So I'm just going to leave it at that. You can change the text to basically whatever font you want. Okay, so let's go with some typing. And basically, sign up for our newsletter. Oh, I don't like that at all. I want... There we go. All I had to do was pull that box out and it straightened that out. So sign up for our newsletter to be updated with newsletter for freebies. Sign up for our newsletter to man, I'm just stuck on this. I don't really know what to write in here. Sign up for our newsletters to be notified of free giveaways and new hints and tips to grow your biz. Okay, so this is a little bit large, a little bit ungainly. I had no idea what to write. So we're going to reduce it a little bit in size. Whoops, reduce. All I'm doing is clicking on an arrow. And one more time. Boom, one more time. Okay. So there you have it. I'm just gonna make that bold. Oops. Bold. And I'm gonna make this bold. Bold. There we go. Get it now. And there we go. Okay, the get it now button. That's the only other thing we need to change. See where it says submit the opt-in form? That's what you want to make sure this says. If it says anything else, if it's going to a website or anything, you don't want it. You need to change it to submit the opt-in form. Now, normally it knows what you're building and it gives you the right stuff here. So we should be okay with that. All right, so this is just the form. It's not a page. It's not meant to be a page. It's meant to be a form, something to be added in. So I'm going to hit save right here. Work saved. Now, this is the coup de grace, the good stuff. I'm going to go over to my site. No, wait. First, I'm going to close this window. And page manager, no, here we go. So inline website. This is why you want to make the name descriptive, okay? It tells me the list I'm sending it to people to and the redirect page. I can get all this from the very front, all right? Since I built everything out, I want to come over here where it says get HTML form code. Click that. I want to copy everything inside of this window. Copy. Okay. Then I'm going to come over here to my website. I'm going to come here to one of these modules here at the bottom. Now I'm still building this. Okay. So I don't, it's a work in progress basically. No, I haven't been promoting it because again, it's not done. It's not finished. All right. So I want to see where it says code. See here where it says code? That's what I want. And over here in the code box, I'm just going to paste everything I copied. Just like that. And boop, boop. Just like that. Now you might be thinking, well, what about the background colors don't really match up and whatnot? It's all right for right now. If I really wanted this background to be black so it matches with this, actually, you know what? Let's do that. No, this is a great premise because we're only like 19 minutes in. So this is a great thing. So, okay. So we're going to change. We're just going to get rid of this whole because I don't like the way it's not lining up quite. Well, actually, you know what? Let's get oh shoot, the screen sharing thing is over my thing. Oh, I can hide that. Hide. Perfect. Okay, I couldn't. So the screen share control was over my save button control. I couldn't. Oh man, I couldn't get it over. Okay, so that's being saved, which means it's just been published. Let me see the way what it looks like on its own over here. Okay, let's scroll to the bottom. Oh, that looks good. Although I don't like how email is here and name is here. So this is what we're going to change here because I don't like exactly the way it looks. So we're going to change the background so that the background is black so it matches this. And we have to change all the fonts to white so they show up against the black background. So let me show you how easy that is to do. Now remember what I said before about it not doing it remotely, how you have to use the code. Okay, so this is what I meant by that. You're going to see an example of that currently right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to launch the editor. Okay, don't manipulate the code because you don't have to manipulate the code. All right. So first we're gonna make our text white. First thing we're gonna do. So white, bada boom. See how easy that was? It's done. It's white now. I'm gonna change this to white. I'm gonna change this to white. Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna move these guys around. So I'm gonna move these guys out of the way. I'm gonna move you over. And move you over. Yep, that lines up pretty good. Lines up, lines up. Move this over a little bit. Actually, move this down. And then move this down. I just want a little bit of padding between the paragraph and the actual form. Okay, great. And now the background. So to change the color on the background to black, look how easy that was. Choose, save. So now it's saved. The work is saved. So I can go ahead and close this window, come over here and get the HTML form code, copy everything over, copy, close that, come over here, come down to my element and change it. And how I'm going to change it is I'm going to highlight everything, delete it. Why is it not deleting? Oh, this is so weird. There we go. Delete. Now, don't be scared because the square down there is changing colors. Okay, that's my fault. I'm sure I did something wrong there. So now we're going to put it and look at changed everything over there. Isn't that amazing? So I'm going to come over here and save it to make sure everything is saved. Bam, everything is saved. And let's see how it looks like. There we go. And if I scroll down to the bottom, boom, it looks great live. You have it. And that's that is the main purpose of having a forms tool. Okay, as you can see at the bottom corner in the footer of my website, I can have that form there, and I can put it in the footer of every single page that is created on this website. The cool thing about, well, I'm using a WordPress website and using the Divi builder and theme in conjunction with WordPress. Because all I have to do is create the footer, and now that footer will be present on every page I create, unless I uncheck the footer box. And that's really cool, that modular type of project building. So as you can see, forms are super easy. Not only did we build a form, but we went ahead and edited the form so it matched up on the website's background better. And we did all that in less than 30 minutes. And that is pretty amazing if you think about it. And it just goes to show you how simple this is to use. Now, in the description, you'll see that I have a link for LeadsLeap. So if you go ahead and you join with that link, that means that you'll be joining underneath me and you'll have a lot of perks. Just go ahead and reach out to me through the messenger. They have a really great messenger where you can message the people that join with you, and you can message the person that brought you in as well. So it's really cool in that manner. I give share codes for everything, but if you have any questions or troubles or problems, reach out to me because I can help you work through them super, super fast. Now, I know that we're all crazy busy on a Thursday, but be sure to tune in tomorrow, same time, because tomorrow we're going through internet marketing tactics. I'm explaining what I do to get opt-ins, and then once I get the opt-ins, what I do with them from there. So it's going to be pretty cool, pretty good. I'm sorry, man. I don't know how to vamp my own stuff. Anyway, so in a nutshell, that's what this is. And I'm hoping that I give you guys enough information so that you can start building your businesses and making positive changes in your life. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all of you. Have a great day.